What's a good website to waste a whole night on? Careful there, friend. I asked the same question 8 years ago and someone said Reddit. I'm still here procrastinating. I found this one off an old AskReddit thread a couple weeks back, but definitely wasted some hours on it. https://sandspiel.club https://sandspiel.club. saltybet.com. Two bots compete in a fighting game with user-made characters and you bet fake money on it. A match between Godzilla and Ronald McDonald can get surprisingly hype. This site https://randomstreetview.com that chooses a random spot on Earth each time you refresh and shows you the Google Street View of it. Spend hours planning all the trips you'll never take. Honestly, if you've got a buddy or two you can call. Wiki races are super fun. Someone picks a starting article and the other picks an ending article, for instance Mongolian throat yodeling to the Vietnam War, and you can only go page to page by using hyperlinks in the article. No Ctrl+F and no C similar. It's actually really fun to see how people's brains work when it comes to this. There's also the version where you go from a random article to Hitler Wikipage, but that's way too easy. Edit. Okay, I get it. Mongolian throat yodeling to Vietnam War is easy. It was just the first two things that popped into my head. Lol. Edit 2, Chrome Dino to play the Dino game in full screen. http://zooniverse.org, citizen science platform, helps scientists while having fun with their real projects, like looking for exoplanets, or features on Mars, or many more in many fields. Edit. Wow, thank you all for the awards. Smile. I have wasted hours on this and I don't know why. https://musiclab.chromeexperiments.com Songmaker. Few examples include Stranger Things. https://musiclab.chromeexperiments.com Songmaker. Song 65196414111580016 Old Town Road. https://musiclab.chromeexperiments.com Songmaker. Song 62502075807825992. Is StumbleUpon still a thing? Eroa.org. Science, history, experiences, and law about just about every drug, herb, and chemical that humans can consume. There are some fascinating and horrific experience stories. I always love the opportunity to be able to talk about archive.org http://archive.org because it is such a wonderful and free resource where you can easily waste hours on. It has millions of free downloads for music. https://archive.org details audio, movies. https://archive.org details movies and films, books. https://archive.org details texts, software. https://archive.org details software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. https://archive.org details Grateful Dead. There is also the Internet Arcade. https://archive.org details Internet Arcade, where you can play a lot of classic games along with the console living room. https://archive.org details console living room, which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games. https://archive.org details classic games too, and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. https://archive.org details Mstas Oregon Trail 1990. There's a lot more in their software section too. https://archive.org details software. It also has Wayback Machine. http://archive.org web, which has archived more than 424 billion web pages saved, so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. For example, here's Reddit on July 25, 2005. https://web.archive.org web 20050725010627 http reddit.com a month after it was created. You mean besides the one you're on? Not sure whether anyone else has recommended Little Alchemy. Terry's also a Little Alchemy too, but I prefer the original. It's a one-player game where you begin with 4 elements: air, earth, water and fire. By pairing them with one another in every possible way, You create other elements. Evidently, there are 500 plus to find. It's extremely engaging. https://littlealchemy.com. Quickly lose track of time on YouTube. Once you fall down the rabbit hole there, it's easy to waste your whole night. SCP Wiki. Webkins. When I was a kid, that shit was crack. I say like crack because I was addicted to crack 3 years ago, 1 year sober, and Webkins almost gives me the same feeling. TV tropes. Come on people, learn to use links. Can't ever go wrong with trusty old Wikipedia. I can just keep on clicking articles for hours, and even if it's not the most accurate source, I've found out about a lot of cool shit on there. I think I have like 160 tabs open in the app, and I don't even use it that much. Lamau. My 90s TV. http www.my90stv.com. I've brought this website up before, but it's such a great thing. It's a fun, novelty website where you can easily lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. Basically, it uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s and allows you to specify the year you want, along with what categories you want to see when you change channels. They also have Amy 80s TV. http www.my80stv.com and Amy 70s TV. http www.my70stv.com. Me and my Discord buds just spent a few hours messing with https://rave.dj. https://rave.dj. Pick 2 or more songs, copy plus paste their YouTube Spotify links, and let an eye try to mash them up. You can get some surprisingly good results if you give some good effort, or from just slapping the most random shit together. Making AIS do things is always a fun time waster. TBH. Tongue. http://radioo.com http://radioo.com #X200B, music from all over the world through the decades. Enjoy discovering different cultures. You know what? I'll say it. Roblox. http://gameaboutsquares.com, a challenging game about squares. Haha. I've only gotten to level 20. I can't remember, and that might be an overshot. Duolingo. Cool math games. Zombo. https://html5zombo.com. You can do anything you want at Zombo.com. I'd probably say Wattpad. I read a lot of cringy fanfictions. Neopets. I spent hours on https://neil.fun. http://bitcalc.beepbobitcoin.com. It's a text adventure game about Bitcoin. It's very sarcastic and very well done. http://darkroom.doublespeakgames.com http://darkroom.doublespeakgames.com. You wake up in a dark, freezing room. Stoke the flames. http://emailsfromanasshole.donovanrepley.com. Pretty much a one-time read of each email conversation, but still gave me some great laughs. Edit, man, how times, and my humor, have changed in the past 10 years, that's hardly funny, the dude is just an ass. Sporkle. https://www.sporkle.com. I could spend days on end trying to play all the quizzes available. Etsy. For me, I could sit there browsing for hours looking through everyone's shit, then cry because of how much better everyone is compared to me. The SCP Wiki. Omegle for sure. One night my college friends and I got drunk and were on it from 10 p.m. till the sun was up and in the sky. Check out TV Tropes. https://tvtropes.org if you want to learn about all the various cliches and stock tropes you've encountered in media. If you're not sure where to start, pick your favorite book, movie, TV show, video game, comic book, album, or even internet celeb. You'll be amazed to learn what clichés have names, formal or otherwise, and how often you've seen them. https://explore.org live cams currently live a Decker Eagles edited to add. This site has many live cams on animals. My favorite is the Decora Eagle cam. Eaglets just born this week. I think they fledge in about a month. So fascinating. Homestar Runner. It's like standing in London and asking for directions to England. My friend, you're there. https://www.shortby.com search engine for pictures in the National Archives. Amazing old photographs with search capabilities. http://www.hacksoftcore.com snarky stories about a guy who owns a used video game console repair place in the late 90s. This is sucks you in www.flashbanite.com drench. Playemulator.com https://www.playemulator.com play retro games online within your browser in the highest quality available. GBA, Game Boy Advance, SNES, Super Nintendo, N64, Nintendo 64, PSX, PlayStation, Sega and more. Emulator games play free on computers, tablets, and mobile phones. Very cool site. Windows93.net https://windows93.net found that site the last time one of these threads were posted and it ducking ruined me. You could spend days clicking random shit and still find something new. I've gotten to a point where I'm literally just sitting watching hentai for the plot. Google Maps. People doesn't seem to realize how crazy it is to be able to see literally the whole planet. If you showed this to a person who lived 50 years ago, they'd be amazed. I have spent entire evenings just scrolling across distant countries, checking out villages in the far east of Russia or some desert in Mongolia, clicking on random landmarks and using Wikipedia to learn about random places. It made me realize more how many people actually live on this planet and how big it is. As a European, I noticed that the Alps are actually not that big. There are lots of mountain ranges with much higher mountains in them that I guarantee you have never heard of. I think it is an amazing tool that can really give you perspective. People use it in their daily lives to find the nearest Starbucks, but it is much more than that.